Please welcome to the stage your host, Danielle Snelson.
Hello and welcome to WELLfest 2021. October is our month of giving, and Angel Aid is thrilled to host this global festival of wellness honoring rare mothers from around the world. Talk about inspiration, or today it's all about inspiration, resilience, hope, and most important, it's about support. We are here today to focus on improving the lives of rare mothers, and we are so glad you have chosen to join us. If you didn't already know, Angel Aid supports rare families in 36 countries. So I bet we have people joining from all over the world today. I'd love to know actually where you are from. Tell me in the chat where you're joining from so we can say hi. It's okay, don't be shy using those chats. I can see you. Christelle in Los Angeles, hello, thanks for joining us. All right, well, we just have a great event planned today filled with inspirational videos of rare mothers sharing their stories of courage, a ceremony recognizing our 5 international rare mothers and rare carrier of the year, and of course the opportunity for you to support these amazing women with your giving. Donations today can be made by simply visiting angelaidcares.org/donate and selecting the level of giving that's on your heart. Before we begin, let's take a moment to thank all of our sponsors that have made today's event possible, especially to the employee volunteers at Microsoft who have donated over 400 hours to expand Angel Aid's services. Additionally, we would like to thank our sponsors, Horizon Therapeutics, EMD Serono Merck, Amicus Therapeutics, Sanofi Genzyme, Indo-US Rare, Wildflower Apothecary, CCS Fundraising, and Mootify. Thank you to each and every one of our sponsors for recognizing the role rare mothers play as caregiver. We are so grateful for your support. Thank you. No one has a bigger heart for this nonprofit than the woman who started it all 21 years ago. It is my honor to welcome the CEO of Angel Aid, Crystal Barrett O'Loughlin, out to join me today. Welcome, Crystal!
We're here! This is it! Wow! Thank you, everyone, and welcome to WELLfest. We manifested this, right? All of us have come together to make this moment happen, and I have such deep gratitude for all of our donors and our volunteers and our corporate champions and our Rare Caregivers Coalition and our amazing board of directors. There are so many hearts that adopted our rare families this year. Pi Beta Phis from across the country, mothers clubs in California and Europe and Australia. We even had a team of dads playing tennis in Orange County, adopted rare mothers and battled it out on the courts in the Corey Feeney Classic to earn that rare mother a spot in our global wellness retreat. So we're getting really creative with our fundraising, and countless supporters like you have given first and then asked friends and families and colleagues to support Angel Aid because you care. We've all learned so much from this pandemic experience. Wow. Self-care is so important to combat the trifecta of isolation and medical uncertainty and disruptions in home and work life. Encouraging daily sustainable self-care is a core value at Angel Aid, and I have a personal message from another individual and organization that this is meaningful as well. Let's hear from Andrew Wilson, Chief Digital Officer of Microsoft.
Hi, I'm Andrew. Welcome to WELLfest. In this pandemic mode where we've had a lens through Teams into everybody's home, essentially, everyone's been interested in the shelves behind people and the fact that the dog, the cat, the baby comes along. And I joined Microsoft actually at the very beginning of the pandemic. So I was in that year of proving myself and meeting everybody and learning. I felt that there was a lot of pressure there, and I had to do it all virtually on Teams. I was also aware I was a new leader, and I was stamping a style on my team globally, and they were watching the way I worked. And so I was very aware. I didn't give myself that space that I would need as a human, but I also needed to demonstrate I was doing it and make it very visible as well. So I cook, I build Lego, I play music, I'm a DJ a little bit. I built the Lego Millennium Falcon, and I told everybody about it in Microsoft. They call it in broadcasting an early bath. That's me going back to my UK roots. But what it really means is a tolerance for the fact that me and everybody else needs a stress relief, and actually doing something like that is a really positive thing and is not something you have to schedule in or be embarrassed about. You can do it, and I absolutely applaud it.
Gosh, okay, well, thank you, Andrew. And who doesn't love Lego, right? So Danielle, he's absolutely right. Self-care is something we have to prioritize in our lives, and we know this. We give and we give and we give. And what I want to tell you today is that you are worthy of the same loving energy that you give to others. So please put yourself first, and you can sustain for the long haul. It's one of the things that's most important to the mothers we service at Angel Aid. We have the bold vision at Angel Aid to emotionally support and personally connect 3.5 million rare mothers by 2025. And can you imagine we started with 7 rare mothers in our living room at Barrett Family Ranch. So thanks to mobile first technologies and your support, we're now supporting more than 600 families around the world. It makes me cry. This is just the beginning.
It is just the beginning. And every woman should have access to the training needed to help sustain their own emotional, social, financial, and physical health throughout the life-altering journey with their child's rare or undiagnosed disease. And that is exactly what Angel Aid strives to achieve every single day. Crystal, can you share a little bit more with us about the heart of these rare mothers?
Absolutely, absolutely. So first, let's recognize that rare is not rare. 1 in 10 American families are caring for children and adults with a rare disease. 1 in 15 worldwide. These are your neighbors, your friends, your colleagues at work. Today, there are 7,000 rare diseases classified as rare with obscure names like SCN8A and CLN2 and cystinosis, spinal muscular atrophy. But there's better known diseases that you've probably heard of. Multiple sclerosis is a rare disease. Cystic fibrosis, Tay-Sachs, Fabry, Pompe. Every pediatric cancer is a rare disease. 7,000 rare diseases with no cures. And as many of you know, 3 of my 4 older brothers passed away from mucopolysaccharidosis, a rare disease also known as Hunter syndrome. They were 12, 18, and 19 years old when they passed. And as I became a parent many years later, it struck me. It hit my heart so hard, I couldn't let it go. If there's 350 million rare patients on the planet, and half are children, and there are no cures, then how do parents live with that reality? How do grandparents and aunts and uncles and brothers and sisters and friends? How are rare families handling the chronic stress of caregiving? The daily rituals of long-term palliative care are unimaginable. I've witnessed it. These women are suffering in silence. They are isolated. They are brave and hopeful and sometimes quite in distress. And at Angel Aid, we're by their side during every stage of their journey. No one understands like another rare mother.
It is so inspiring, all the things that Angel Aid is doing. And you've already come so far in the past 21 years, and I can't wait to see where the future takes you and all the mothers you serve so well. And though many of us know what it's like to be a mother, unless you're a rare mother, you'll never fully understand what their lives entail. And here at Angel Aid, we strive to ensure each rare mother knows we recognize motherhood for a child with rare disease is different. The struggles are different, and that they need to know that they are not alone. Take a look.
Living with courage every day. Rare diseases affect more people on the planet than AIDS and cancer combined. There are 7,000 rare diseases affecting 350 million people across the globe. Half of those people are children. A third of those children will not see their 5th birthday. So that's 60 million mothers on the planet that are waking up every day, literally fighting for the life of their child. That's what I call living with courage. And Angel Aid cares about those mothers.
We got pregnant pretty quick, and everything fell into place really well. Life changed quick when Ella was born, and within 2 months we realized something wasn't right. And that first year living in a hospital, it impacts every single cell of your body because you're going through so many medical emergencies and unknowns. I mean, just get through the moment, get through the scenario, but after several years, that impact just wears your soul down. You forget who you are quickly. You just are surviving.
You have to be the problem solver and the one to say that this is all going to be okay, even when it doesn't feel like it. I couldn't have imagined Cassidy with a cane or a wheelchair, or that walking to the stream that's a quarter mile at the most, that will be too much for her. It becomes your reality.
I had assaulted rare disease with every single tactic. I was in fear of, maybe nothing will change. Ultimately, maybe what I'm doing will not save my daughter. I had to really come to the conclusion that all of those maybes are very true. I just needed to find that space. I know what I'm doing the best that I can, and I don't want to take for granted my life.
And that's what I hear from rare moms is, wait, there's a resource for me? So much of the lens is focused on the patient. In the context of that is this woman that came into motherhood with a whole lot of dreams, and it's really different than she thought it was going to be.
It's hard to even have family members understand how scary it is. I'm so thankful to you and to have someone to call that gets all of it.
You were literally an angel that came into my life. It's just opened up a world that is changing rare disease.
Our children are unique. Our collective experiences aren't. Burden shared is always lightened. And there is no limit to compassion and the ability to give.
At Angel Aid, it's our job to be a messenger of hope and encouragement. And it is with each of your help that we can continue to reach and connect more mothers out there experiencing the same circumstances. Today, we are asking for each of you to consider supporting Angel Aid with a gift. And with this gift, we can continue connecting rare mothers all over the world. And we can continue to deliver the message that they are doing the best they can, that we see them, and that they are loved. When you feel comfortable making a gift contribution, we encourage you to do so. We'd love to see everyone participate, and every gift, no matter the level, makes an impact. And as a reminder, your gifts can be given simply by visiting the website angelaidcares.org/donate. And if you're a Microsoft or GitHub employee, we encourage you to donate through your Benevity portal, where your donations will be matched automatically. It's that easy. What do you think, Crystal? I think it's time we recognize and honor some pretty extraordinary women and talk about the programs that Angel Aid has in place to support them.
I agree, Danielle. This is an exciting part of the program. We had so many amazing mothers nominated and carriers, and because every mother and every carrier is worthy of honor and recognition, I want to remind everybody that we're randomly selecting one rare mother from each of our 4 regions around the world: NORAM, North America, LATAM, Latin America, EMEA, Europe, Middle East, and Africa, and APJ, Asia Pacific region. And thank you very much to Horizon Therapeutics. We will also award an International Rare Carrier of the Year, and we'll talk about that program in a moment. I'd like to start by recognizing one of our programs that is truly making a difference in our rare mothers' lives. So if you're a rare mother and you are home alone, the best way to connect might be in the middle of the night, right? And so telling our stories of rare mothers is our great honor, and it's a major program at Angel Aid. So for rare mothers, there's nothing more comforting and validating and empowering than to witness someone living with their same or similar unimaginable realities. These are realities of long-term caregiving or grieving or seeking diagnostic answers that not many in the world can relate to. The Voice of the Rare Mother documentary film series was born out of this belief that we can bring relief through storytelling. So thank you so much to DeRay Tannehill of Wildflower Apothecary. She donated $10,000 3 years ago to kick off this program and underwrite Voice of the Rare Mother, and she's continued her investment ever since. I'd like to start by taking you into the living room of Gabby Conacher. So Gabby connected deeply with 24 rare mothers during our 6-week virtual global wellness retreat this past January. We asked her if we could come into her home and have a glimpse into her day-to-day life. It was a great act of service and courage for her whole family, and I'm so grateful to filmmaker Simon Rogers for capturing a day in the life of this incredible family.
The whole Conacher family is wrapped up in the joy and challenges of caring for Elliot. Let's take a look at Angel Aid's pilot episode of Voice of the Rare Mother.
My name is Gabby. I live in Washington, D.C. with my husband and 2 children, and I am a rare mother. When my son Elliot was born, it quickly became clear that something wasn't right. He was intensely floppy. We weren't noticing any eye contact, and he was having these awkward movements, and we wondered, could these be seizures? We kept bringing this up with our pediatrician, but were dismissed over and over again. You know, things like, oh, all babies develop at their own pace, or it's probably just an exaggerated startle reflex. But, you know, I was in this new moms group, and every time we met, I could really see that Elliot kept falling further and further behind. Initially, I was just so frustrated because we just kept being invalidated, and I knew something wasn't right. But then it really turned more to fear. I was so scared that we were missing something, and I just didn't have any information to work with. After this 15-month-long marathon of waiting for a diagnosis, we got the call that there was something in the test. And when we went in, we were told that it's this extremely rare pediatric epilepsy, and there was nothing that they could do. What became clear to us is that in rare disease, a diagnosis is not an answer, it's not the finish line, it was just the beginning. I remember coming back from these mothers groups and just breaking down crying because it was so painfully obvious that Elliot was not developing like these kids. So my friends, they would ask, "How's Elliot doing?" And I honestly, I didn't have a vocabulary for it. How do you say that your kid isn't doing anything? He wasn't meeting any milestones, and even talking about it became incredibly painful. When I think back on this now, what really stands out is just the constant loss and mourning for what we thought life was going to be and what we thought we were going to share with Elliot. There is nothing typical about our daily life. Elliot requires 24-hour monitoring just to keep him alive. Elliot requires respiratory treatments, constant physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, vision therapy. There's feeding and hydration. Elliot gets fed through a pump into his stomach directly, and that is done over 20 hours throughout the day. There's medications, changing diapers. It's not just busy, it's the intensity. There's just a constant intensity here that any moment this place could turn into an emergency room. With a daily life like that, who has time for themselves? Finding a community of rare mothers who are like-minded to connect with has been an incredible comfort and really helped me take better care of myself. One of the most important parts of this journey is finding other people who can understand and relate to what you're going through. Part of my hope in doing this is for the rare mothers out there to know that you are not alone.
All humans need personal connection and emotional support, but rare mothers more than most. Rare mothers give all they have, heart, body, mind, and soul. Yet they're the least likely to seek help for themselves. Angel Aid believes in uplifting the whole family by caring for the caregivers. To all the rare mothers around the world, you are not alone. We see you.
Thank you to Ray Tannehill for consistently funding this film initiative. And it's rare mothers like Gabby that your generous gifts are supporting. Donate today and you can become a film producer. And speaking of entertainment, we have an auction going on right now with some incredible prizes, including a shout out from one of your favorite Broadway stars, a trip to Iceland to see the Northern Lights, cooking classes, wine tastings, and more. Just visit bidpal.net/angelaidcares. You can also text Angel Aid Cares to 243-725 to start bidding. That's 243-725.
Okay, so last year we set a goal and we raised $101,576 during Give Month. Can you believe this, right? We have been careful stewards of every dollar donated. We've been investing in the mental health programs and the professionals that are needed to support our families, whether they're in crisis or in wellness. This year, our goal is $200,000, and we need your support. And don't forget, large pledges and small can be billed monthly, and we even receive stock. So we're very creative in how we can work with you. Just email us at info@angelaidcares.org and we can come up with something. So let me break this down. It costs $25,000 to run one of our 6-week global wellness retreats for rare mothers. Dr. Laura Riordan's Sustainable Caregiver training is foundational to their breakthrough transformation, and these women become leaders in our support groups. Today, we're raising $50,000 to support 2 cohorts of rare mothers next year. And here's some amazing news, okay? Thank you so much to Dr. Emil Kakas, CEO of Ultragenics, for offering a challenge grant of up to $25,000. With Dr. Kakas's challenge grant, we're halfway to our goal. Okay, so with just 5 $5,000 archangels, and we already have one. She called me just prior to this broadcast. We can fully fund our 2022 retreats. Okay, so every dollar towards that will be matched. And we already have a group of Australian rare mothers that are ready to go, right? They're ready. Any donation made now will receive double the donation through this Caucus Challenge. Okay, so donate now, don't wait, let's bring it on. And for Microsoft employees, that actually means 4 to 1 for every dollar you donate, if you think about it. Because your donation, and GitHub employees as well, your donations are matched by Microsoft and GitHub, and then they're matched again by Dr. Kakas.
That is amazing. And thank you so much to those that have already stepped forward to give today. Each and every dollar will make an impact in the lives of these rare mothers. And Crystal, speaking of rare mothers, I think it's time we draw a winner from our first featured region. What do you say? Shall we? First up is North America. And as a reminder, each one of our raffle winners today will be receiving a prize package worth over $5,000, which includes complimentary participation in the next Rare Mothers Global Wellness Retreat, an Angel Aid Rare Mother Wellness Kit, and a customized video featuring your story to share with the world. And a winner has already been randomly selected from the list of North American rare mothers through our digital selection process. And Crystal, I'd love for you to do the honors and tell us who the winner of this amazing gift is.
Okay, so this is North America, and the winner is Kathy Woodward from Meridian, Idaho, part of the SATB2 community. So congratulations, Kathy.
To be a global organization, to be diverse, equitable, and inclusive of all cultures and rare families, we must have multilingual support.
Absolutely, Danielle, this is critical, okay? Breaking down language barriers is so important to enabling our rare mothers to connect with each other. And our multilingual support starts with translating our mental health training methodology, the Sustainable Rare Mother that we've been talking about by Dr. Laura Riordan. So to date, we've translated our guidebook into Spanish, Hindi, Malay, German, French, Korean, and simplified Chinese. In fact, it was our request for a Hindi translation that brought a Microsoft Rare Mother into our life. Smriti Bhattacharya came to Angel Aid as an employee volunteer through the Microsoft Hack for Good program. And did you know that 1/4 of the world's population lives in India? It's so important that we can connect and communicate with these women. In just 2 days, Smriti was pouring through the Sustainable Rare Mother and translating it into Hindi. And this dawning awareness came to her that one of her twin boys, she knew, had a disease. She didn't realize it was a rare disease, and that she is a rare mother of the exact program that we were looking to support, right? She finished the translation, and then she asked to participate in our Global Wellness Retreat, and she has just been an active and valued member of our community ever since. Smriti has a few words of advice for our rare mothers.
Sorry, this makes me emotional, but I would say, first of all, you're not alone. Reach out, get the help you need, because you may feel guilty that you're prioritizing yourself, but in order to take care of your kids, you need to prioritize yourself. So I think that's something that I've learned over the years, and it has really helped me. And it was not easy to learn that, because you don't want to do that, right? Especially when you're going through a situation like that. But I think that's the most important thing you can do to help your family.
Thank you so much, Smriti. And I'm so excited to announce a new partnership. One of our sponsors, Indo-US Rare, is an organization that fosters the connections between the United States and India. So we're ready. We've got our translation, we've got our Rare Mother leader, we've got our sponsoring organization. We just need your support to open up our Hindi-speaking Rare Mother support group.
That's right, Crystal. And just think what an impact a gift at the $1,000 level could make towards assisting with multilingual support for the Global Wellness Program. Removing the language barrier is just one way of ensuring rare mothers around the globe can get connected with each other. It shows that each and every person is valued and special. So thank you for supporting Angel Aid and our efforts to continue to remove barriers that allow more rare mothers to become connected all over the world. For Angel Aid, building community is global. We have a message from Maria in Manila about how Angel Aid has helped her.
My biggest influence is my sister, and I'm most grateful for her life, for international support groups like this on Angel Aid, and patient support group that answered all my questions.
Thank you, Maria. We are so glad we can be of service. Why don't we honor another international rare mother with a wellness package? Crystal, what do you think?
I think so.
You ready for our next one?
Yes, I'm ready.
Let's find out
I think it's
who
it
is.
Okay, super. I think it's a great time to recognize our Asia Pacific region. We have all of our nominees from this region gathered together, hopefully watching. So let's find out who our lucky winner is. And it looks like Manjula Gunawardana from Boralaskari, Sri Lanka. Okay. Oh my gosh, Manjula is part of the chronic granulomatose disease, the CGD community. So we'll welcome you to the retreat.
That is awesome. And good job on those pronunciations.
Thank you.
Crystal, you've talked about storytelling and multilingual support as foundations for your wellness programs. A big part of what your donors funded last year was crisis support. Can you talk a little bit more about how you meet rare mothers where they are?
Absolutely. So the pandemic intensified the need for our crisis support services, because in our community, it's what I call CTSD. Now we know PTSD, right? But this isn't recovering from a stressful event. Long-term caregiving induces chronic traumatic stress. This is hopefully the topic of my next TED Talk, so that we can get the awareness of CTSD out into the public. But the reality is long-term caregiving induces this elevated state of stress where you're sort of buzzing at this level now, and our support services need to be appropriate to bring relief in that kind of experience. So thanks to your support last year for our crisis support programs, we hired Dr. Laura Prettle to conduct a professional assessment of our support services and map them out for the next 5 years. This is now under review by our Mental Health Advisory Council. And I just want to give a huge shout out to board member Lisa Burke in Luxembourg for establishing and leading the council. We continue to incorporate this classic mental health question into all of our discussions with caregivers, okay? This is a tool that you can use, we can all use. This is Mental Health Awareness Month, okay? Here's the question. On a scale from 1 to 10, where 1 means hardly supported and 10 means extremely supported, how supported do you feel? Okay, so feel free to drop this into the chat or make a mental note, but pick a number and know that there's no right or wrong answer. This is just simply a check-in on how you're feeling in this moment, and that number may change with circumstances or time. Individuals that respond in the 1, 2, and 3 range tend to be in crisis mode. And those that are in the 8, 9, 10 range, they tend to be at the wellness end of the scale. They've found some way to resource themselves, either through church or working with a professional or internal work. You don't want to offer yoga for caregivers to a mother who may be having suicidal thoughts. And sadly, this is a very real threat in our community and in all communities. So we have to calibrate our support services. We have to meet women where they are in that moment. And here's what we know. 80% of our relief services can be provided mother to mother. That relief comes from these women interacting with each other in moderated support groups. And when there's a need for confidential work, we have to match patients and mental health providers, and this in the United States is a state-by-state mandated function, and outside the US has its own rules and regulations. So to do that matchmaking, we're piloting a partnership with Give an Hour, the leaders in military and veteran caregiving support services. We also worked with Microsoft volunteers to build a resources page where we list Eurodis and their 35 rare disease crisis lines from around the world. So in short, we need your support. All of our crisis services are high-touch, hands-on, direct resources. And this is where your support steps in. Your donations, every donation at every level brings relief. So Jamie is just one of many rare mothers from around the globe that takes part in our group counseling sessions through Angel Aid. These sessions are vitally important to allowing our mothers a chance to express their fears in a safe place and an understanding environment. We do record those sessions for the greater good because, again, moms are often listening in the middle of the night. So if you go to YouTube, you can see this huge digital library now of relief programs. Let's hear from Jamie.
This is hitting me hard this week, so I'm really sorry because I might just start bawling, but I know it's a safe place. So I sat down because we were reached out to by a genetic clinic last year in June. And they said, would you be willing to have you and your daughter provide skin biopsy so that we could do DNA testing on that? So I thought, okay, so I didn't just tell the kids they were going to do it. I sat them down and they all agreed they wanted to try and further science and help each other. So we did that. There were tears. We got through it. Everybody got a Slurpee. And knowing that some of my kids may be carriers and have this condition for their kids as well is really breaking my heart because my sweet little 10-year-old said, I don't want to have this happen to me, so I'm not going to have any kids at all. And it's just that feeling of, what have I done to my family? I know that it's not something that I did on purpose, but knowing that she had this dream of being a mother, and she's such a good caregiver to my 4-year-old, that she's so afraid of experiencing that because of what she's had to experience. It just breaks my heart.
Thank you, Jamie, for allowing us to share your vulnerability with other rare mothers just like you. And as you can see, these crisis response counselors provide graceful support and relief to our rare mothers when they need it most. A gift at the $2,000 level would provide support to this vital program. Funds would assist with continuing to build our network of counselors that provide support through live calls and one-to-one outreach. We want to be able to meet moms where they're at the exact right moment, where they are asking for support. Thank you for helping support this very special dear service with your gifts today.
Danielle, speaking of gifts, this is one of the ways that we break through to Rare Mothers. And I think it's time to honor another of our global Rare Mother nominees, this time from our Europe, Middle East, and Africa region. And as we choose this winner, I want you all to know that we ship our signature Angel Aid wellness kits all over the world, including EMEA. So listen to this quote from Maggie Bielsch. I just received the most thoughtful and generous self-care package from Angel Aid, all the way over here in the Netherlands. I'm sort of speechless, unable to find meaningful enough words to express my gratitude. I feel seen, heard, loved, and held. Thank you so much for this amazing opportunity and experience through the Angel Aid Wellness Retreat. Maggie Bielsch, Rare Mother.
That's amazing. And Crystal, what exactly is in one of these wellness kits that our honorees are receiving today?
Okay. Let's take a look at a couple of these things, right? So
this is so fun.
Okay,
I'm
we're
excited.
We're live. So here we go. We include I Got This, our Angel Aid water bottle, and we've got our wellness kit, insulated lunchbox, and then we've got our gold bracelet armed with love that's meant to be a visual reminder that you are not alone. And then this is like the crowd favorite here is this ultra soft comfort blanket. We hear from Rare Mothers that they sleep with these, that husbands borrow them because they want to feel the relief that they feel, that kids adopt them as they're taking them into the hospital. So these are the kinds of gifts that we offer our Rare Mothers.
I love it. Well, Crystal, I have all of our nominees from this region gathered together, and let's find out who our lucky winner is. And I'm excited to do the honors.
Wait for me. Okay.
Oh, okay. And our winner of this package is Eve Collier from the Hampton, United Kingdom. And she's part of the MPS3 community, what does that stand for, Crystal?
MPS, mucopolysaccharidosis. That's the disease that my brothers had. So she's from the MPS community. Congratulations, Eva.
Crystal, talk to us about whole family support. You know, how do tools used at Pixar weigh in on the emotional health of rare patients and their families?
Absolutely. So one of the things we kept hearing, because we do a lot of deep listening at Angel Aid, right? We kept hearing from our Rare Mothers is how worried they are about their kids. So one of the programs we developed is a needle pokes program. And another is I'm worried about my teenagers and my young adult kids. Because of the symptoms of their disease, they find it maybe hard to connect with other individuals their age. So we tapped into our Angel Aid Health and Wellness Practitioner Network, and we asked, what are some ways to combat this isolation? And our experts came back to us, and Mamiya Arbelezum, she runs Creative Cave. She's from Argentina, and she's an ex-Pixar alumni, and she's an expert in expressing emotion through the narrative arc of storytelling. So voila, the Who Am I graphic novel program was launched with 15 young adult artists, including the daughter, Noah Victoria, of one of our retreat mothers, Hisela Victoria. So I'd like to share a glimpse into this program with you. I think you're going to love what you see. Take a look.
Hi, my name is Abby Hauser, and I have classical Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and I am an artist.
Hi, my name is Christina Brundage. I have idiopathic hypersomnia, and I am an artist.
Hello, I'm Mimi Arbeláez. I'm an educator, Pixar alumni, and founder of Creative Cave. We partner up with Angel Aid and create the Who Am I workshop.
I'm the founder of Angel Aid. We partnered with Horizon and we created the Who Am I graphic novel workshop. We've been able to find that breakthrough art therapy experience and bring this program to the light.
Many of them are very talented, driven, and creative, and we love to help them share with you their own amazing personal stories.
I really enjoyed this workshop because it taught a lot about who we are and kind of how we can use art to translate those sort of things into what we want to create and what we want to put out there in the world.
But I'm very impressed with your visual board. It's beautiful. It's like the colors, the design. It's just like I can see already you there.
The purpose of this experience is to help young adults working with other young adults in community be guided through the process of storytelling, to create a narrative, a story arc, to find their alter ego.
So during these 6 sessions, we're gonna create a graphic novel in which you, your family, your friends, your loved ones are gonna be the main protagonist.
This workshop was important to me personally because I feel like it helped me learn how to tell my story better.
And my other question is, how do you draw a lighthouse?
A lighthouse, really quick. I will draw a lighthouse here.
I'm Jana Healy, and I have the rare disease called cystinosis. And I just really like to say I enjoyed being a part of this graphic novel workshop.
See, I have a dog. He's still a pup. Yeah, he's a cutie.
I think this kind of workshop is important because a lot of times we don't understand why we feel the way that we do, and diving deep into emotions but in a fun way can help us figure that out.
I also enjoyed meeting new people, being able to socialize with people like me with a rare disease helps me feel that I'm not alone.
I really enjoyed this workshop because I feel like it made me more connected with people who are on the same life path as I am.
And this is my book.
And I really think this kind of workshop is important because not only did we explore who we were as people and who we are as rare disease patients, but we also got to explore our own art styles and how these kind of deeper understanding of who we are can help us create better art and be better advocates for ourselves through that self-understanding.
Oh my gosh, that's turned out so good.
How I want others to see me, kind of, magical a little bit. I really wanted to include a lot of my scars in there, which you can kind of see because I have a lot of scars all over my body and a lot of people ask about them.
I really wanted to step out of my comfort zone with this class and learn to kind of put the writing and the images together to get just a little bit more of that complex storytelling out there. And I just found it really important to dig deeper into who I am as a person and then take these skills not only to build this book that we made in class, but hopefully to carry on into working on some other projects.
I'm Jana Healy, and I'm unstoppable.
I am authentic.
I am a work of art.
Artistic expression is such a wonderful way, not only for young adults to connect with others with similar stories in their peer groups, it provides a beautiful way for them to express themselves and become better advocates for their diseases. And a gift at the $500 level could go towards supporting programs like art therapy for other young adults living with a rare disease. So thank you for making future classes like the Who Am I graphic novel workshop possible. Crystal, I believe we have one region that has not been represented yet.
That's right, Danielle. We have not represented our Latin American rare mothers yet. We have a lot of work to do to expand in this region, but thanks to rare mother Solange de Gand, we have a Spanish translation of the Sustainable Madres Unicas, which is unique moms, to get us started. So let's find out who our winner is.
Here you go.
Okay, for Latin America. I'm so excited. And it is Cecilia Medrano Pizarro from Buenos Aires, Argentina, San Filippo syndrome. Congratulations.
Because Angel Aid is known for bringing relief and has a reputation as the wellness expert, you applied these tools to another underrepresented reality in rare. Crystal, can you talk to us about what it means to be a rare carrier?
Absolutely. So I'm a carrier. My daughter's a carrier. The experiences of rare carriers are largely hidden. These are questions and fears and worries and thoughts about the future. Many carriers haven't even gotten married yet or started thinking about families, but they have questions about the future. So to raise awareness of the rare carrier experience, Angel Aid gathered together 24 carriers from around the world to shed a light on their unique challenges. For 6 weeks, Angel Aid health and wellness practitioner Dr. Chelsea Haig guided participants through a series of thoughtful prompts that focused on topics such as fertility and genetic testing, knowing of the diagnosis. When do you tell someone that you have this rare disease? And what are some of the emotions and grief and feelings that you have? The amazing thing is Dr. Chelsea Haig is also a graphic artist. So not only a skilled facilitator, but she captured these deep conversations into 6 shareable infographics, graphic testimonials of these emotions, concerns, and triumphs of rare carriers. And these insights encompass the voice of the rare carrier, which we'll be releasing online soon.
Rare carriers often feel as if their story is overlooked or misunderstood, and your gifts today can continue to provide unique support workshops tailored specifically to those that fit into this rare and unique category. And yes, even a gift at the $100 level can absolutely make the difference in the life of a rare carrier. So we thank you so much for your generosity. And I think we actually have one more wellness package to give away. Is that right, Crystal?
One more. This is it. Not only do we want to recognize our global rare mothers, we want to make sure we recognize rare carriers as well. So our last wellness package to give away is to our International Rare Carrier of the Year. And I just would like our rare mothers and each one of you to know, rare mothers and rare carriers to know, that you're worthy of recognition, every single one of you. That's why we didn't make it a merit-based program. That's why it's randomly chosen. Okay.
This is wonderful. And thank you again to our sponsor, Horizon Therapeutics, for the Rare Carrier of the Year award. So, Crystal, let's find out who our rare carrier is.
Okay, here we go. I am excited about this one. This is the best, like the Oscars. Okay. Okay, our rare carrier of the year, I can't believe this, is Jamie Stock. Jamie is from Taylorsville, Utah, and she's a BPAN mom. And we saw her video earlier tonight, so this is really amazing. Thank you. Congratulations. Okay, I'm going to hand this to you, and I'm just going to say this. And I'm going to try not to cry, but you all know I'm a crier. I am so grateful that you took your time today, or you're watching this in the future on demand. I'm so grateful for all of the energy and love and dollars, every single dollar that you've put towards our program. To all of our donors and our volunteers and our sponsors, to our board members, our coalition members, our partners, our patient advocates, to our family. I see you, Mom, Dad. I see you, Jim, Chloe. Our friends. Your generosity has not only been heartwarming, it's already making a difference in the lives of so many women and rare mothers and rare carriers and rare families around the world. We tried to demonstrate that for you tonight, right? You've shown that we really can do more, and Angel Aid is committed to doing just that. So until the last rare disease is cured, we will keep doing the work. We're going to bring relief to these rare families and these rare mothers who need it most. Because Angel Aid cares. And we'd like to celebrate all the nominees of our International Rare Mothers and Rare Carriers of the Year, all of you community of women that have nominated yourselves or been nominated by someone else. You are connected at the heart. You are part of this broader community. You are worthy of the same love and energy that you give to others. That's true for everybody watching. You are all so special, and you are not alone. We see you.